Hello everyone, my name is Kurazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 304. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on January 25th, 2026. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, now when we push this down, there's an issue we're going to deal with, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. Let's see. Let's do... Actually, no, there shouldn't be an issue. We're just going to do this. We're going to do... Boop, and we're done. There's only issue here because we're doing it backwards. Okay. I get it now. And done. Okay, so we can push you down then. Alright, push you down. Yeah, this tool is completely modded. Just do these guys. There we go. Uh-oh. Ugh. I goofed. It's not a problem, though. Let's just... How did I goof that hard? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. There. Done. Okay, so now we can do this. We can just copy you to there, and you to there, and there. Give these a flip. There we are. And then we should be able to... Let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll copy this guy here. This guy here. And flip, flip. It helps. It does help. I won't lie. I think it helps. I also won't lie. I'm still not satisfied with this floor. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I am not happy with this floor yet. And maybe the sun ray thing just isn't going to work out too well. Almost want a skinny diamond in the other half of the sandstone swatch. You mean like a, you know, have a point to come back this way too? Might help. I don't know. I'm getting more and more disenchanted with this floor. Needs the suns. Yeah. Why don't we sort this little what's this called? Stoop, if you will. Let's sort this out real quick. Do I have enough of these? Maybe. No, I don't. Let's make some more. I think I brought... I do have 3 more. I'll actually do it for now. Let's go get a bite to eat while we're here. I'm going to hydrate after we eat here, so just a moment once we're done eating here. All right. We did not rot anything yet. Ooh. 31 days. Yikes. All right. Just a moment, folks. Okay. Half sprout, maybe some lines or dots in the floor. Other stuff around it would help. Maybe some kind of contrast. Actually, I like the idea of let's get some more things done and then come back to it with a fresh set of eyes and maybe, you know, stuff. You know, like maybe the other colors will help make this feel like it fits better. And that is possible. It certainly is possible. I am feeling like maybe we should bring this back together and throw down something here. I was talking about maybe doing polished andesite. I think I have some up here. Just as a test, let's see what that would kind of look like on the side there. Yeah, I got a little bit of this. We never ended up using for anything. Down the ladder, please. There we go. So my thought was that basically here, which would actually be an extra block away from this, we could come through and plop down some of this. It would get about this close in the end once it gets down to here. We could just plop some of these in, and that would give. Ooh, that would give us the border that I'm looking for, because I do want this to, you know, it needs to look like a hall, like a walkway, really. But this would give us that border I'm looking for. It can go straight down here and tuck itself into this corner, or whatever we do with the stairs. Maybe the stairs do something here. But that kind of border, this is the contrast that I'm looking for, I think. But I think for now, I've had enough messing around with this floor for one day. I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to sleep on it for a bit. Sure, we can go there. And we're going to do a bit of that. Put you away. And tell you what, for now, go ahead, we're going to chisel these. No, that's my mouse not rolling the wheedle when I roll it. There we go. Come on, there we go. It's funny, in order to close this little window, your mouse has to be in the area of the block that we're chiseling. It's kind of goofy. Just gonna hit these by hand just to avoid the, Oh wow. Oh no. That was the wrong direction. Oh no. I'm doomed. If I rotate you... Okay, so I can rotate the texture. What the heck is going on with this texture here? Oh, it's forward, and then it's right. What is going on here? What is this nonsense? What is this? Oh my goodness. Alright, first of all, get you out of here so I can see what I'm doing this. Alright. I'm just going to do this real quick. And fix this dang texture. Once and for all. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing with it. And how to do it. Alright, so we have this sort of flowing that way, which is fine, but these guys here... I'm going to have to fill these in first, won't I? pretty sure that way back when I built this, I was like, I swear I will never notice the texture in the floor and it will never bother me. Well, I lied. Alright, so in theory... Yeah, there we go. That's the problem. Okay. Much better. My soul is at peace. My soul is at peace, guys. Now we can finally dig this into here and call it a day. I think what I want to do for the next half hour then, since it's about what's left in this stream, is I want to focus on the top of the column there, and whatever we're going to be doing in regard to this path through it. So we will start first by copying our design from below up top, and we'll have to use the wedge to rotate it around a vertical axis, or rather the horizontal one. Well, I guess technically the wrench does the same thing, although the wrench only cycles through a bunch of different orientations. I think it's only like 6 of them. Alright, so we got that. There we go. Ah, so much better. Now your soul's at peace too, Nimue? Yeah, I bet the other side is about as butchered as this one is too. But I think we'll deal with that one next. I would say next time. We'll deal with that one when we deal with that patio. Stoop thing. Place. Noun. Whew. All right. Not too shabby. We can put our door back in here, which I forget what orientation was to be in. Let's just try it. How do I place this thing? Ah. Hey, look at that. First try. First try. It don't look too bad. Boop. There we go. All right. So we're going to want some... I assume this is bauxite base here. Yes, for some bauxite, some limestone, some sandstone, some andesite. Basically everything we already have on us. Yeah, yeah, we're good. We're good. I'll put this last piece of fanned cobble in the box of shame. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start by... Oh gosh, I'm going to take this design up and we're going to flip it upside down. And then we're going to have to sort of bore a hole through it, which... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I hope... I want to do it in a way that doesn't look too derpy. Like, I don't just want to, like, you know, chainsaw a rectangle into it. I do want to find a way to make it look like it was planned and not... I have a cool idea. Let's try this dumb thing. It doesn't work. Shoot, now what? You know? That would be a real shame. I mean, I guess in, like, a absolute worst-case scenario, we would just, like, move this path to the side or something. Or Or maybe, and if it really just doesn't work, in a last ditch scenario, I would relent, and I would bring this path off here, and I'd split it and have it come down right in there. It's not what I want to have happen, but it certainly wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the best, but it wouldn't be the worst. Especially if this ends up being derpy. So, with that being said... Hey, they stack. Where is... There you are, the pantograph. So I'm going to want to start with some of these guys up top here. And... It's just a flat 4x4, okay. So what we don't need is like this guy hanging off. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to dig these out of here. Just so I'm going to use the sand block so I know my center. There we go. Okay, so this block. So we won't need those two, basically. Okay, and we're going to snag you and get you there. So it's facing east and all the other fans facing west. That's actually intentional. I did want them to point toward each other because you're going to come into the door and then you're going to meet the sun rays radiating outward. Okay. Ooh, that's real close to that, isn't it? Yikes. Yikes, bro. Okay, so that is now in place. I don't need this guide anymore, so I'm going to make the floor a little more walkable now. There we go. All right. Oh, I need to get the wedge too, don't I? But I do want to see what our next layer is going to be. So we have... Going to be... so you are actually andesite. Okay. Taller you. There we go. So go straight for the andesite, and then... one block of andesite, and then we got the limestone. Okay. I can manage that as I pop myself in the face. So andesite along here. Don't need you. Goodbye. Go ahead and tear this bit down here. Okay. Here we go. All right, so andesite. First. And I think for now I'm going to leave these open. Then we have the limestone come in here. Like so. So, there we go. Beautiful. It's all done. Okay, let's go get the wedge, which I think is down here. 'Cause we're gonna need it. Here you are, buddy. Might even need a steel wedge at some point. Mission complete. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oops, I probably should have copied at least one of these blocks down here. We'll start with, we'll do a corner. Plop. So the corners, there, there. My, there. Grab the side so we can actually reach that corner then. Copy Europe. We'll get it eventually, not to worry. Alright, so we're going to rotate. Yes. Actually, I could have just done one of these, couldn't I? Whoops. Ah. Yeah. So now we can rotate. We can also wedge you up. There we go. Look at that. Some rotation. You're not the right orientation, are you? There we go. Okay. And then I think we'll be able to just start flipping these. My calculations are correct. Okay. Flip you. Flip you. I think it's going to be... Oh. Rotate a little bit here. Go. So one of these, it'll be you to flip. There we go. Both of you need to flip. See how it looks. It looks round. Looks pretty round. Hey there, Sneculent. Welcome. Popping in, likely to have me on the background. You like watching the VODs? You do it right, you can get the background noise, but still have all the new vids with the VODs. Upkirk's inner armchair structural engineer is worried about how load bearing it is. Well, you know, it is one of 5 load bearing columns. We have nothing over here. We have load bearing foliage over there, right there. See that leaf? We chop that tree down, the whole structure falls to shambles. I mean, that is the glory of games like this, is we don't have to worry too much about that. Now, 7 Days to Die, different story. Very different story. Right to eat. And, oh, this is... Oh, 1 serving left. Okay, how long do you last for? 20 hours? Plenty. As they say, as I always say, 20 is plenty. Definitely always say that. Just nod. The magic load-bearing tree? Exactly. Alright. So, that brings us to the next layer here. Let's just copy one. This guy. So we'll copy you to there. We'll grab the side as well. With that. And which is going to be there. And then we can flip you like that. Okay. Flip you like that as well. Okay. going to just do the old copy. All right. So time to rotate. We'll flip. Actually, we'll rotate you guys as well. And we'll flip whoever needs it. It's going to be you and you. Should do it. Okay. Yeah, I am thinking we're going to want to do something here to sort of, you know, carve this out a little bit. And you know, maybe make a little frame here. And probably hollow out the inside here. Or at least make it not bauxite. Everywhere. Hey there, I really like my name. Shouldn't be too hard to mod that in. Oh, talk about modding in load-bearing trees. Or do you mean modding in the ability to collapse? I mean, there already is some structural integrity with soil and gravel and sand, depending on what your settings are. But we're going to go and rest real quick because it is now kind of spicy outside. It's medium spice. Modding and collapsing structures. Yeah, I remember in 7 Days to Die, I remember my server would kind of slow to a crawl whenever someone like accidentally dug out the wrong thing. Hey, there we go. Nice and bright. Stuck. I'm just thinking about this design here. I'm having thoughts. Okay, there's that, okay. Let's get these guys out of the way. I need to operate on these guys with a ladder. Let's do that. Also collect. Are these chiseled? They're not chiseled yet, okay. Oh, thought I got him. Sheesh. Out you go. Flip. Get you out of the way. Collect all this junk. You can kind of just walk up the column a little bit and jump even a little higher. Should be fun. Okay. Yeah, definitely having some thoughts about this design. Check on the F7. Okay, so nothing here is spawnable. Over there is a little bit, but that's not too bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and plop a ladder down, and we will start with this. Across here. Whoops. To jump. It wasn't letting me jump very well. We're at shot parkour. Need some nice Persian arches. Yeah, part of me wishes that we'd had like built a taller temple so I could have some like really nice vaulted ceilings in here, but those are pain. I will say vaulted ceilings are rough. Oh, we don't need these at all. Look at that. Yeah. Right. Forgot about that. It's funny the things that you look at and you're like, when you first build something, you're like, oh, this can be great. Then you get like partway through and you're like, oh, this is never going to work. It's funny how often that happens in this game. I mean, the other block game too. But there, like, changing a block out is actually a lot less work than than this game. Fixed lighting issues with this. There we go. Okay. Time to move the whole top floor up one block? Yeah. Or like 6, and more like. Okay, so here's my thought on this right now. Having some new thoughts. Now that I'm seeing this and we're cutting through this column here. See, my initial idea wasn't to do like a fancy circular column. It just sort of like popped into my head. I was going to do a more squared off column. So there's more like towers, you know, like I have built over here. Does it still make sense? We're gonna put a poll up. We got 11 minutes in a poll. Let's do a poll. Good idea. Okay, so start a poll. Keep cut through paths, or what's the other option? Or keep columns pure. Keep paths. Purify columns with fire. Actually, just purify columns. Starting poll. There we go. So again, this kind of goes back to when I was considering how much these paths break up sight lines, especially the sight from down there up into what'll eventually be that, you know, that skylight, which it is a skylight, but you know. Do we want to keep these paths here? The option for purifying the columns would be doing just columns the whole way up, and then having, you know, this actually would not connect into here. These would all go away. What happens when you come down these stairs here? You come down the stairs, and you'd walk out here. And maybe, you know, I'm going to go into creative mode just so I can fly and show you what I'm talking about here. Is you'd come out here, and there'd be another path, a separate one that does not touch these columns, that comes out here and then down here. So a little bit farther from where it is now. That would give us a bit of an option to not have this stairwell come straight down here. Switch back to survival. So it wouldn't come down right here. It would come down a few blocks out. We'd also have the option of having the stairs come down in a different direction, like maybe out this way instead, where they wouldn't run into the column either, which would be nice. That was the reason why we had this kind of tight staircase, is that the other options led us to having them come down right into the column. Like it was going to come down and end, I think, here. So I could kind of go, well, I won't say I could go either way. I have opinions on the matter. But I want to see what you guys think. And my opinions aren't that strong. So it would also, in addition to making the temple kind of feel more open, it does also make the whole project a little less complex, especially given that we'd have to figure out what to do about up here. It'll also save on lighting. We won't need to light up all the tops of these columns. I probably still will, just so we can see them, but we wouldn't need to worry about, you know, making sure it's lit to keep things from spawning up there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start cleaning up here. We only have a few minutes left. I'll leave the poll up until the end of the stream here. Hey, we got a bunch of new folks coming in here at the end. We got Oscilloscape, morning. Author of Sin, who likes Apex idea. Why not have the paths circle around the columns? We were trying that. The problem was that it forced a design where the columns were actually like really bulky. Like basically, we'd have to have a walkway that sort of causes the columns to bulge out. Although that was also when we had a significantly wider column idea. I'll tell you that. Tell you what, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Because I think now that we've sort of narrowed the columns down, we could certainly do something where we create some kind of inner column here, if I can get my words right. And maybe we chop it back so it's like, in total, a single block there. I don't know. It'd feel weird to have this giant column chunk then. Unless we bring the path around early like this. Like that. So we have and we could certainly, you know, this would be cut off here on the corner. Like so. But here's the issue with that, is that when you get down into here, every column gets that. So every column, let me go back up here actually, every column ends up sticking out just a little bit more. And blocking more of those sight lines. Blocking more, specifically more of the view of the sky and of the, you know, the sunlight, and hopefully a less hideous ceiling in the future. Well, the ceiling I think is going to be pretty plain overall. So yeah, I think what we'll do is right now Purify Columns has a pretty strong lead. That much extra width looks oppressive. Yeah, that was the problem we were working with before, or working against before. Now we could probably chop this back by half block and make most of this walkable area. That would require some significant alterations to the top of the column there. Do decorative doors so it looks like a full column. Oh, you mean so we'd use the door making tool? That's possible, although given that I'd be coming through here pretty frequently, I wouldn't really want to have to open and close those doors all the time. So I'd almost rather have like just a single block cut out, you know, like rather than 2 blocks wide, just make it a single block cut out. The other downside of this is that would then preclude us from including a secret way up here, because I think going up here leads us probably straight into water, if my calculations are correct. Maybe this is the water. This is the exterior water. So we come in here. Yeah, this would be like right inside the pools up top. Move the top to below the paths. Oh, I see what you mean. That would do a couple things for us. One, well, okay, I like the idea, but we built the dang temple too short. If we move the top down, so the top is like here, we end up having only a few blocks of column before the top. Thought a good idea. How about putting the column topping underneath the walkway? Oh, which is what APEC also said. Yeah, so the problem is that we end up with a column that looks really squat. So let me ladder up here. So if we put the column with the top here, we only have this much column between the top and bottom. Which feels a little short to me. It's a little short. Well, hello to... Got a few more here. We got nplum22. Welcome, welcome. You're behind the series but catching up. And Service. I wish I had the talent chisel like that. Honestly, it's not talent, it is practice. Give yourself time to learn what the shapes do. Steal ideas from other creators, and the screenshots over in Vintage Story, the Discord server, and you'll pick it up eventually. And patience, yeah, Cityscape, absolutely. Yeah, I'm leaning toward. Yeah, if I had made this temple like 3 blocks taller, that idea would be perfect. But it's too squat looking. It would just look kind of dumb, unfortunately. Honestly, great idea, but it just doesn't fit with having an interesting column there. Or a column that doesn't look too squat and short. Because what could be done then is that if we had built this taller, that would let us sort of sneakily hide these walkways kind of in the ceiling. And that would also then give us the space to vault the ceiling. We could have a 3-block angled vault in the ceiling. As it stands, we're going to have maybe half a block. Actually, in some places we could do up to 1.5 block vault if we chisel up into these and turn them into like a veneer. Because that up there is the floor on the surface, I believe. Of the plaza. Man, yeah, I'm kicking myself now because you guys have great ideas and they're not going to fit here with the limited space that I gave myself. Dig these out of here. Gather those back up. Purify Columns is still in the lead, although it has a less of a commanding lead than it did before. But I think the solution that we're looking at isn't going to substantially change the function aside from not having a secret way up and down. And it will actually open up this area pretty significantly. You could try to see what it looks like. What, you mean moving the column head down? Tell you what, Let's pencil it in. For next main stream, build short column. I really don't think it's going to look good, but we'll build a short column over here, and we'll see how it looks. And what we could even do is we could maybe even make it a little taller by making this the level that we walk on, or this would be the top. So it would be basically there and then one block down. And if we need more height, if we think we could make it work with one more block, we could actually bring the walkway up one more block. A little tight to the ceiling, but okay. And bring up the base one more block. And if that works, I'll totally do it. I'll keep the walkways where they are. If it doesn't work, then we're going to purify the columns. We're going to move all these. We're going to remove those guys in the middle there, and we'll do the walkway out here, like I threatened. How do you like that word, threatened? But guys, it is just past 1 o'clock. Ooh, ack. There we go, much better. It is now past 1 o'clock, so it is time for me to go and probably clear out the snow from around the compressors outside, and then get some lunch in me. But guys, that's going to do it for today. Hope you all enjoyed. I see some comments coming right here at the very end, but I won't have time to read them at the moment. I'll take a look after stream ends. But thanks for hanging out today, guys. And hope to see you all Wednesday, assuming I have power as well. And yeah, that's going to do it. But as always, my name has been CarryOn. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.